Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to our latest and greatest edition of the What's the Play podcast. We're here with Jalen, JB, Demarco, OG, Caleb behind the mic, behind the laptop.
Producer board.
Wow. Right. And we're gonna get right to it, man. We're gonna start with talking about, let's say, Angel Reese is in his Final Four appearance.
Yeah, let's talk about. Let's give a little summarization of the tournament as a whole. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say from storylines.
Yeah, for basketball fans, I think I don't want to talk too much about the men's tournament because that first weekend or so, really exhilarating, really exciting. A lot of upsets, decent basketball being played. De'Aaron Fox may not agree, but it was decent basketball. But once you got into the later half of the tournament, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, the entertainment level was a little bit lower. But that's where the women's tournament really picked up. There were stories made around the athletes that were there, which is a lot of the issue when it comes to how WNBA players in general are marketed, is because fans aren't given the opportunity to even care about the players. And this tournament really allowed for a few players, honestly, and it's not just Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. It allowed for a few players to really create stories around themselves, create reasons for people to watch. Like, I tuned into I don't know about you guys, but I didn't watch the men's championship. I was at work. I didn't even think to turn on my phone, but I was locked in. I was looking for all the illegal websites to watch the women's tournament. Don't know if I should say that on camera.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to say that.
It was on ESPN, so.
Come on, man. I was trying to find that tournament. I had to log into the FiOS app to make sure I could see that final game between LSU and Iowa. And as a basketball fan, I haven't really kept up with college basketball as a whole this year, but seeing the things on social media, the performances that the athletes did put up, it forced me to almost want to and actually enjoy the sport, the women's tournament. And a lot of people don't really give it a fair shot, but I do feel like this tournament may help people change their minds.
Yeah.
Congrats to LSU. Caitlin Clark is a special player, so shout out to Iowa. She'll be back next year. Angel Reese will be back next year. Louisville has Haley Van Lith. Is she going to be back?
I think so.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her any mock drills.
Yeah, it's a lot of stories that came from this tournament. South Carolina, they have a few players going to the league. You said you're going to ask her?
I'll find out.
Oh, okay. All right. Do that for me. But, yeah, great tournament in my opinion, and I think this was great for the sport. The controversy, I think, is great for the sport. I don't want to say
even though they've both kind of played it down.
Yeah, I don't want to say that for everything that all attention is good attention, but for this in particular, for this to be like one of the headlining stories on First Take, I don't think I've ever seen women's basketball be like one of the headlining stories on the top sports shows. So it was their competitors at the end of the day. I enjoyed the tournament, and I feel like people are going to give it a fair shot next year, the sport as a whole. And especially with the WNBA season coming up, I feel like people are going to be tuned in.
Yeah, so just to piggyback a little bit, obviously, storyline wise, just for the people that didn't get to tune in, obviously you had, when the Final Four came, you had LSU and Virginia Tech on one side, and you had South Carolina, Iowa on the other side. So obviously, like we talked about, obviously with LSU having Angel Reese, who transferred there from Maryland, and a few other players who were who I believe there's his first year here. So you had that. You had obviously Iowa and Caitlin Clark going against SC trying to end their undefeated season, the 42-game win streak. And then of course in the championship game you had LSU versus Iowa, and LSU trying to get Kim Mulkey her fourth championship, and second at her second school. So those were the big storylines. Obviously, as Christian said, you got a whole lot of people coming back next year, including Paige Becker. So UConn will definitely be pushed to the moon next year. Also want to see how South Carolina rebounds. Cause I'm assuming that both Aaliyah and Zaya Cook are going to be gone. Bria Beal probably too. So it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be an interesting college season next year, and I'm sure we'll probably talk about this on a later episode. But as we discussed, I think in our first After Hours episode, this would be the prime time. Like once these college players hit the league, like the WNBA has to like basically push their marketing to the moon, because this will probably be their best chance to like market around players, kind of the way that the NBA started to do with Magic, Bird, and Michael when they finally pushed their way into superstardom.
That's a great point, because when you look at the WNBA, it is still a young league.
Yeah, definitely.
Just started in the 90s, right?
1999.
96.
Yeah, so if you compare the timeline to when Larry and Magic came in, because the NBA was really suffering in the 70s before they came in, and they were able to market two superstars at the time, and those superstars actually panning out almost saved the league, you could say. For the WNBA, they don't really get a fair shake, because people don't give them the benefit of the doubt for how young of a league they actually are. But this is a time where they could truly take advantage of these two athletes, and it's even not just these two in particular, but these are arguably two of the biggest names in the sport as a whole, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And if they market them properly, this could soar the league's popularity. And there's more players they need to start paying attention to more.
Don't forget about Flau'jae.
Oh yeah, Flau'jae.
Yeah.
Rap game alone.
You guys think she'll even want to go to the league? She may make more money rapping.
On
I mean, she could do both.
You do both.
She's been doing it so far.
on some RTB and B stuff,
Say it one time.
like RTB.
Oh, wait a minute. That you don't say that. I be saying something like that. You're wild.
But yeah.
But
Like,
that's funny.
but yeah, I mean, just if they take advantage of the marketing opportunities, this could really soar the league's popularity the same way the NBA did. Well, not exactly the same way. That's not fair. But in a similar way to how Larry and Magic basically saved the league.
Obviously, I think it was great timing, because our last episode we talked about college basketball on the men's side, and I kind of mentioned how the difference nowadays that one, I don't watch no players because I'm older than them now. It's like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? You're coming up and you know who's coming up with you. Now you looking down, it's like, who? Dillingham.
He's not even in college yet.
See, I don't know. That's a center name. He has a center name.
Center name.
But nah, I mean,
Dillingham is a
yeah,
center
he's
name.
about what, 7 feet tall?
No, he's 6'1".
Dang, see.
160 pounds.
That's crazy. You guys showing his last name. You guys showing his last name.
CP3 height. Nice.
Think of all point guards. They got short ass names.
Demetrius.
Ja.
That's why
Morant.
you shortened it. Oh,
See?
okay.
Come on now. But back to the point. Also with that is having that dynamic of teams to follow. Like the Blue Bloods weren't in the Final Four, even the Elite Eight, I don't think, right?
Yeah.
So of course it dropped off, because these are fans that's been with the team for 30 years now, right? Or did they make?
No,
none of the
UCLA
Blue Bloods-
lost to.
I wouldn't know.
None of the Blue Bloods made it. People are trying to like make a case to consider UConn a Blue Blood at this point, but none of the
Blue Blood?
none of the like historic Blue Bloods made the Final Four or Sweet 16.
Yeah, how do y'all feel about before we continue?
UCLA didn't make the Sweet 16?
UCLA made the Sweet 16, but they didn't make the Elite Eight.
Blue Blood.
Yeah,
I would say,
I think they are. I think
for
they
sure.
are, but like
For sure.
they're not considered it like the way people talk about Kentucky, Kansas.
Kentucky,
stuff like
Kansas,
that,
Duke, North Carolina.
Yeah,
is
but
the
how do
first
y'all
four.
feel
You
about
name an
like
actual
this?
blue in their uniform? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do y'all feel about this narrative that like UConn is like? I get like even with ESPN, like Jay Williams was like he would put UConn on the
Hold on, what's your
Mount Rushmore of Blue Bloods.
What?
Top four?
Mount Rushmore is in like four schools?
No, that's not. Is that necessarily what the Blue Bloods are? The top 4 schools? I just.
Well,
think
no, not top 4 schools. I'm just
Just
saying.
in general, they be a blue blood?
But I mean,
no,
I
he
don't.
said if he did a Mount Rushmore of Blue Bloods today,
Oh.
Today.
Today.
yes,
As in like
UConn-
the last, like
No.
last
last
That's
like
on
20.
history.
I think he said like last 25,
That's fair,
30
though.
years.
But
UConn
regardless,
got
though,
what?
UConn got 5.
Because he said Carolina.
five.
Because he said Carolina, Duke,
And they win
Kansas,
one
and
at least
UConn, if I'm
every
not
decade.
mistaken.
I don't know. Oh, never mind. They're not blue blood.
Cool.
For me,
It's a
I
good
think
segment.
UConn and Villanova have definitely. Villanova kind of fell off this year, but UConn and Villanova have both established themselves as those top tier basketball schools. UConn more so on the women's side historically, but the men always find a way to really take advantage of the years where there's no like true front runner for the championship, and they just surprise everybody and win it almost. They're well coached all the time. So over the last 20 years, you would say I think UConn is definitely locked into a Mount Rushmore, whether you call it blue bloods or not. They're definitely locked into a Mount Rushmore because you look at Kentucky, they have what, one championship in the last?
One in the last 20, but
Yeah.
if I think they said like 25, 30. So if you count that, then obviously you got to count the Patino years and the Tubby Smith year. But it didn't sound like they were trying to count that.
Yeah, so UConn's probably locked in at one of those one or two spot, honestly. And then the actual blue bloods, quote unquote, can fill out the rest. But yeah, I mean, UConn surprised everybody. This whole tournament surprised everybody, really. But I mean,
Yeah, surprise the ones that watch.
yeah, the ones that did watch.
So
PG stand up. PG
Yeah,
stand up.
yeah,
You know what
shout
I'm saying?
out.
Angel Reese and her cousin. I don't watch Miss Basketball.
Jordan Hawkins, they're not from PG, but yeah,
They're not
shout out.
Jordan's not from PG?
What, Gaithersburg?
Angel Reese
Who
is
did
from
the math
Baltimore.
though?
She from Baltimore. She from Baltimore.
Angel
Yeah,
Reese is
Angel
from
Reese is from
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
She got that Baltimore accent.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Baltimore is in the DMV.
But the DMV,
Not,
DMV
you said
stand
P,
up.
you said
That's
PG.
all I gotta
though.
say. That's all I gotta say.
Stop.
DMV stand up.
But you
But-
said PG.
Hawkins, he went to
My
DeMatha, didn't he?
Say it again.
Jordan Hawkins, he went to DeMatha.
He went to DeMatha. He's from Gaithersburg, but he started off at Gaithersburg High
I
School.
made that up. He really from Gaithersburg. That's crazy.
And he transferred to DeMatha, I think, for his last couple years.
He got enough in him.
Yeah, he'll be in the draft.
So
Probably
do you,
first round
so we kind of I know we talked about this a little
got
bit,
enough,
but
man.
do you think until like no
JB, you just you need a timeout, man. What you say, man?
I'm sorry.
so once like once the COVID year thing is like I don't want to say eradicated, but like once nobody can use that in terms of like eligibility anymore, do you think college basketball might revert back a little bit to like
To what?
I'm sorry.
You can't ask him. He got too much
To what?
hate. No, it's no hate.
When you say revert back, I want to know what
Revert-
era
You can't take
Revert
ass
back-
back to ass.
well, like back to like the one, like close to the one and done era, but like obviously with more
Give
transfer
me,
portal being used.
give me some years that you're referring to.
So like probably like
Prime Calipari years with Kentucky.
probably like 08 to like 15, 16.
So the D Rose, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins,
Anthony Davis, your boy.
Nerlens Noel,
that
Air Bless.
Yeah.
Jaleel
And when is that?
Okafor.
When is that one and done? When do you consider as
Julius?
the end of it? When did it end? When COVID happened?
Had an Indiana.
Nah, probably like 20.
I don't
like
think
2016,
it has an
2017.
Indian.
So when Cat left?
No. It's in terms of basketball per se. The teams that win, or the best schools aren't the ones that have all the one and dones. Because even the schools that normally do the one and done, like Duke and Kentucky, they literally raid the transfer portal every year.
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to like allude to. I was saying, do you think we'll have,
No, because
since we won't have as many 5th year, 6th year guys? Do you think it'll be a little bit of a younger game?
no, because
Like obviously you'll still have your veterans.
well, yeah, it'll be a younger game, but you still have the people who are juniors who can transfer for their senior year.
Yeah.
It's not like only the people who are entering their 5th or 6th year are the ones transferring. Everybody's transferring.
And
No, I agree. I'm
I
just
think
saying because we got like 25-year-olds still
some
playing
players
basketball.
that they'll probably make NIL money and just making off that, they realistically probably realize they don't have a great chance of sticking around in the NBA, so they'll probably stay in college more, collect that money, and then go play overseas.
That's like those second round picks though. In that case, I believe like those who came out last year. Luka Garza.
I mean,
was
like,
2 years
how
ago,
many
but yeah.
players get drafted and actually stick around the league though every year? Like 10?
They get drafted sticking around the league.
Yeah.
That's a wild.
Maybe a little bit
It's more than
that.
10, buddy.
It's way more than
more
that.
than 10, Bucko.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, like
define
15.
sticking around the league.
Every first round pick has
you
at least
that's what you
3
gotta
4
find it
years.
first. I'm just going to tell man.
That's it.
I've looked at a few draft classes and there's a lot of players that ain't here no more.
Well, if
So
you're
when you say stick around, how many years are we talking?
At least 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Well, first
I
round
ain't talking about G League. Like you actually in the NBA.
Yeah, it's more than
So
10.
like
a
15,
draft.
20.
a first round pick has a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
Once the team options
Man.
kick in.
I think you're looking at the top of the draft and the bust up there, but looking throughout the entire draft is more than 10.
Once you get past like pick
It's at least half.
All right, that's
15, it gets a little
It's at least half.
man. You ain't looking. Some
I
draft
get
classes.
what Jalen's trying to say. Like obviously the success rate isn't as high the lower you go in the draft. But I mean, like JG said, there's gems. You're not gonna find a Nikola Jokic or Draymond Green in every second round, but there's players that feel
I
like
think
go
if the
find Bruce
threshold is
Brown.
3 years, I think you're at least looking at half the class, at least.
I
Exactly.
think so. We're looking at Jalen Brunson in the second round too. So I mean, you can find somebody that's gonna stick for more than 3 years. I believe.
That's the exception though, not the rule.
All right.
I don't know.
Draymond.
Yeah, but what do we mean by stick around though?
Just 3 years. That's what
If he
saying
just
3
keeps a
years.
job, then yeah.
Bruce Brown.
They don't have to be all-star level players.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
don't.
I'm
'Cause,
talking
like,
about
what-
actually in an NBA rotation though, not in like the G League.
I say,
So as
yeah.
long as you're a top 8 player, you're sticking around. Like in
If
terms of the
you're-
rotation.
If you're
If
a
you
top
on
10
the
player on an
team.
NBA team,
If I'm
Oh,
on a
top
team,
of the
I'm an NBA
rotation. That's a different thing.
Yeah, that's like starter.
a top 10 player
On your
the
team,
Oh, on the team.
That's rotation.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Rotation player.
I mean, I think that's at least half
you're a
the
top 10
draft.
player, you're not in the G League then.
Me personally, if I'm on a team, I'm on a team.
What does that mean? Like you're in the G League, like you're Johnny Davis, Jamie
No, no,
McKnight,
you're-
and you're
Kevin
like
Knox.
you're on the
Whoa,
team.
whoa. Hey, you seen Johnny Davis lately?
Check
The
him out.
12th man is in the league. I don't care.
I'm in the league. You know what I'm
Isn't
saying?
Lonnie Walker the Lakers' 12th man?
Yeah.
He's in the league.
He started like a lot of games for the Spurs.
That just
Or at
speaks to
least
the
sixth
Lakers.
man.
Oh, and now he's the Lakers' 12th man, so he's sticked around in the league. Stuck around in the league, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all move on to the CBA.
Yeah, speaking of sticking around the league and years and stuff like that, we
Yeah.
can talk about CBA for sure. It was a lot of aspects of the CBA that were changed. What's some
I
that
wanna,
y'all feel was most
what y'all wanna,
important?
y'all wanna talk about I wanna ask about y'all, how y'all think about the tournament.
What
The
tournament?
The
Which
in-season tournament.
Oh,
season?
I
think,
want to see how it
it's,
plays
I think
out.
it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
I
in
get-
my
All
life.
right, now look, I hear that, and I wanna ask you, why do you think it's dumb?
Because I just want to understand, like, just why.
Is this supposed to?
Just why?
So, CT, do you think it's going to be like? Since you're the soccer expert out of the 4 of us, do you think that this? in-season-
It's like,
Wait, shut up.
Do you think this in-season tournament thing is like they're trying to make it not comparable to soccer, but like they're trying to do something in that vein?
Here's my take on it. The in-season tournament, and I'm sure you guys know this, all the games except for the final is included within the regular season schedule.
So like the Commissioner's Cup and the WNBA.
I don't know what that is, so.
Say again?
The Commissioner's Cup and the WNBA.
Get 'em outta here.
So you have
They,
like
they count towards the record?
yeah,
overall record?
yes,
there are regular
do.
games. There are games in the regular season
They're
that,
like-
that are deemed Commissioner's Cup games.
They're built
and
into
you have
the
like
schedule.
they're built into the schedule, and then you have I think the best record in the East plays the best record in the West, and
From,
then
like, pool
and the
play.
Commissioner's Cup final, and that's like near the middle of the season if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and
and
the
so
winner walks away with basically like a prize. Or
it's
something.
real similar to that and real similar to like a soccer tournament because
Okay.
they have pool play based on like the different regular season games. And so I think they're doing this to try to get better regular season games because throughout the season, I mean, some stretches of the season are just like straight snooze fest.
I think also give more incentive for the players to play.
Yeah, because the players will
does.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
get a
get
bonus.
They get a $500,000 bonus. Whether we think it's a lot for millionaires or not,
It's a lot for that 12th man on the bench.
hey, we was just talking about the 12th man, and it'll mean a lot to maybe not Lonnie Walker.
So,
Hey,
so it's good
Wainwright would
because
love
it means a lot to the
$500,000.
12th man on the team.
Hey,
Amen.
Can we think about what we're saying here? That does not
No, no,
fix
no,
the
no.
issue that we
That's a
already
good
have
point.
in the
That's a
league.
good
That's a good point, but like think about the CBA in general, man. Like
what's the issue you're thinking of though? What is
That
the
star
issue?
players just don't really give a fuck no more.
Well, you're not really gonna solve that because they'll always prioritize staying healthy over anything. But with
That's
this,
right, with the
with this
65
in-season
minute
tournament,
game.
you still like. I mean, I don't know. $500,000 is enough to sniff at, and this is every single player on the team. This isn't just $500,000.
oh, this isn't like being spread out about.
This is each
No,
player
that would
getting $500,000.
be, that would be actually insane if they spent 500.
That's
break
what
that
I'm
up, break that
I
up.
mean, considering how we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think it's just gonna try. I mean, you have to try to figure out ways to create better basketball games during the regular season, and I really don't know how else, like what other plan they could put in place, because they like in the CBA that we're gonna talk about further, for different awards you need to play 65 games, but even then, I mean, LeBron has how many All-NBA teams? He may just not want another one, you know?
he might be done.
Yeah, and KD may just be like, all right, I'm done with however many All-NBA teams, because I don't see either of those players playing 65 games in the
So
season.
do you think the All NBA could end up just becoming a young man's award? I guess.
No,
For lack of a better
because-
term.
You
Because
said
you
you ready
gotta-
for Mikal Bridges to win MVP? That's what it sounds like.
That's not gonna happen because all three of the MVP candidates this year, I believe, would have met the threshold, or if they knew about the threshold prior, they would have played 65 easy.
I don't know. Jokic said you don't care no more.
Well, Jokic might not. In Embiid,
If he wins,
this
is he not
may
carrying
be
them?
Embiid's best chance because 65 games for him,
Good luck.
kind of crazy.
Giannis
But,
though, he might go back to back.
Giannis would probably.
No, Giannis will, but the
Giannis
Bucks
probably
also
play
rest
82
him a
if he
lot.
could.
No, he fucking not.
You said Giannis could play 82.
No way they let Giannis.
Nah, the way he played, the way he
Giannis
plays
could
82 is
play.
kind of.
Oh, he could play.
No, they won't let him.
They
play.
won't. Yeah, they won't let him.
Okay, I'm about to say, I don't know
I'm
how
saying
he
if he
doing.
wanted to, I believe he would play 82.
Oh yeah,
The
okay.
All NBA,
But they're not gonna let him,
The
obviously.
All NBA teams in a couple years. I'm really interested to see how this goes for the first year, because I'm just trying to think off the top of my head of like the top 10 players in the league who actually play 65 games a year. And
Did Steph at 65? I don't think he
No,
did.
he did not.
Nah, no, he did not.
And I mean, Steph could if he wasn't always hurt. He doesn't
Yeah, he
load
got
manage
hurt.
as many
That
as
was
other
the problem.
players.
Jimmy's
and then-
close to 65, but
Yeah,
he's not top
Jimmy,
10.
Giannis, Jason Tatum normally plays over
Jimmy's
65.
not what?
He's not top 10.
Jokic normally plays over 65, but other than those few players, the top players are getting a lot of rest.
D-Book. D-Book.
D-Book
Injured.
been hurt.
This year, but before this year, he
What about last year? Wasn't he hurt a decent amount last year too?
I don't think
Last
so.
year, I don't think so.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was?
He was hurt.
What
Good
was
amount
his
last year. I think he was. It was hamstring, wasn't it? Hip hamstring.
I thought that was this year.
I thought it was earlier this year.
That's last year too.
Uh,
We
Okay.
went through season last
But
year.
yeah,
At this point in
I
time,
mean,
he was playing.
if D-Book is healthy, he'll
That's not
play
right.
all.
That wasn't
He'll
last
play.
year.
a
I don't
decent
know.
amount.
I tried.
Because CP3 got hurt and he played for point guard a lot for CP3.
did.
He did.
That was
That's what I'm
last year.
saying, but still, I know Devin got hurt last year.
He played
It's
68
double
last
digits.
year.
Devin Booker,
He missed
He played
14 games last year.
He played 68.
he made first team All NBA last year.
It's a 14 teams reasonable for a season, I think. 14
Yeah.
games.
That's not bad.
I guess I'm overthinking it. Though.
I don't. I mean, I
This
just.
year he was hurt bad though.
He
I
was
think
it was bad.
65 may be a bit high. I think
Yeah, I
60
agree.
may have been.
A better mark.
Yeah, because
Speaking-
if you
when
look
you
at
say
the
that-
yeah.
Have y'all seen who like negotiated on the behalf of the?
Oh,
See,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was trying to get to, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
When
What is
y'all-
he on there? Speaking
No,
of
CJ McCollum
actually,
and
look,
Grant
look
Williams.
at the whole like people that everybody that's a part of it right now.
Yeah, they look
Because
rough.
I don't believe
Jaron Jackson.
Is that team winning 25?
Jaren Jackson,
Grant Williams.
Man, go look, man. Y'all,
But see, but
I
that-
want
but
y'all to look
that-
on your phone right now. I want y'all to look at Jerry Jackson's picture
I
because it's
seen
the
it.
funniest shit I've ever seen.
But that's what I was trying to allude to
You only
earlier
got on
when
a cardigan or a sweater.
He
or
has
something?
one collar in, one collar out.
But that's what I was trying to allude to when I was talking about the
That
12
boy was
man
not
thing.
locked
It's like
in.
when you look at the whole CBA, and this is like for any league, and this is why players usually end up taking the bad side of a deal.
Yeah.
You have that difference in pay. So obviously the top guys are fine, but unless the top guys are going to supplement the income for that 12th man on the bench, who may not be making as much. You may have to cave and compromise a little bit more than usual.
Yeah,
They
at the
can't
end of the
compromise.
day,
Now that was like a real bad compromise.
Y'all know what the players got though.
we got
The ability to gamble.
promote gambling, yes
Yeah.
sir.
So, Brian,
locked in.
would you say if Chris Paul was still on the NBPA,
There's no way that 65 games.
that's not,
shit would
that's
happen.
not,
There's
I
no way.
thought so. I would also say, I don't know much about the in-season tournament. I don't have much to say about that. But when talking about the incentive for players to keep playing regular season games and like showing up, I feel like doubling down on that is kind of crazy. Like having a season tournament and then as well as having an All-NBA
Yeah.
Requirement.
that's a little bit too much, I think.
So
I don't think
My-
it would be as
my-
bad if the number was 60.
yeah, I was saying
Yeah.
before you guys finish, do you think the burden is now on the NBA to like make sure it's even more player friendly, like not as many back to backs and other
Yeah,
things?
I do think
to
they
make
should probably
sure
Yeah.
because I
adjust
think
scheduling.
if you do that, then 65 could be manageable because like if you're not giving them back to backs and you're like
Haven't they
okay you
already
have to
done
play.
that though?
I mean
No,
I
they
think so,
have.
I'm
but
trying to
but-
think.
How do you keep limiting back?
Like how far
They just
far
have
do
to
you stretch the
continue
season at that point?
to like spread this season out.
Basically.
so you might have to start in October.
little bit
like
earlier,
at the,
yeah.
not in, but at the
I
beginning.
mean,
of
Right.
October.
doesn't it usually start around October 30th?
I think no, they
November
start in the
1st?
middle of October now. Like
They
And
do.
they stretch out even more.
2K
Yeah.
start October 30th.
I might say it used to start October 30th,
Yeah,
but now it's the middle of October.
and so they spread it to the middle of October. So now at this point, they may have to start.
Then at that point,
But
if you're making it deep in the playoffs, you get even shorter off seasons. I'm not even sure
Facts.
if the
Yeah.
teams going
Do
to
you want
I
that?
get that. I just asked that because like Christian said,
Yeah.
60 would probably be better because like if you're 65, if you're telling me 65 and like even if I'm not LeBron or KD,
No, if you're any player and you get any like,
if I'm a star player and I'm playing a back to back and it's like January and it's like
If you get any
Like, I
2
might-
to 3 week injury,
like
you're
you get any
probably
two,
out of the
you're
race.
cooked.
Yeah.
exactly.
Any injury, like you get any type of like
And like
bad
also,
ankle sprain, you're cooked.
65 games is like 80% season.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. I was
I'm about to say
watching.
there's basically no
And
margin
82
for
games,
error.
that's a lot.
It
I
is.
was watching Draymond Green podcast the other day, and he was speaking on that. He was saying that for him, like 500,000 after taxes like 200-something thousand. He's like, bro, I'm not going out there for $200,000 for real. But that's
Yeah,
it.
I was wondering how that works depending on where that player lives.
Yeah, taxes
Or
gonna
like,
be-
are they like adjusting it based on taxes, or is it everybody just get financial no matter what?
I would assume that
and then
based on
taxes just goes to just cooks their shit.
I think it's like any other
definitely-
bonus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How was your 50K, bro? I mean, my bad.
Oh,
I mean,
All right.
I have no clue. I've
So
never
speaking
gotten
of the CBA having a certain amount of games to be awards, to have an award, let's move on to all NBA teams. So first you can start off with the first team, of course. What's the guarantees for the first team?
Guarantees got to be Giannis.
Julius.
Giannis and well, I don't know what do. We all agree on the center?
nah,
Yes.
we don't.
I don't know if we do.
Yeah, all right,
I don't know if we do.
I feel like there's an argument for center here. That's what I'm like.
There's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
no
yeah.
It
argument
definitely
for
is.
center.
CT, how'd you start off?
Go ahead, man. What's your center, man?
What's your? Just give me your whole five.
So sadly, at Jason Tatum is gonna make it.
Oh.
And
This is a Celtics fan, folks.
I guess, I don't really see any better options over Jason Tatum for this season, of course. And considering it's a full season, he did have that little almost MVP stretch at the beginning of the year. So Jason Tatum, and I also have Giannis, of course. I think Giannis is a lock for everybody, just about.
Yeah.
And at the guard spots, I kind of struggled with these because
You do.
there's a lot of players who played more games than than one of the players I'm gonna have on here.
Oh,
But
hold up.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Steph and
He's holding his knee. I think that's Bismack. Is it Bismack? No, it's Terrence Ross. You sure?
Yeah, this bitch Mac was in 18.
They be all right.
anyway, I'm gonna go with Steph and the Don.
Okay.
Luka, 38 and 8, I believe, something around those numbers. Then at my center, I've battled with this all year, but I don't think this is who actually is going to be on the first team. I think they're going to give it to who everybody thinks is going to win MVP. But I have Jokic on my first team.
It's valid.
Yeah, that's very valid.
Best team in the West. No All-Star with him. You could say the same thing for Embiid, but Harden and Maxey is way different than Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray. Sorry. But yeah, I have Jokic. You can talk about the defensive side of the ball all you want, but he's not as bad on the defensive end as Twitter will have you believe. And on the offensive end, he is the engine for that offense. He has ran it to perfection to the point where this is the number 1 seed in the West. So I don't know if he would get my vote for MVP because I like Giannis's case as well. But I do like his case over Joel. But I do think voter fatigue is going to get the people. So if anybody wants to keep track, I have Jokic as my first team center with Giannis, Jason Tatum, Steph, and Luka.
Okay.
How you going?
Go ahead, DG. Who you got?
Yo,
First team.
My team is pretty similar to CT, other than 2 spots. I got Tatum, I got Giannis, I got Steph. But then you get to the center. I'm gonna go with
Sorry. I did the math. I was thinking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with Joel Embiid because I believe he'll probably win MVP this season based on the last few weeks and how the MVP race has gone down. I just don't see the MVP not making first team. That's my logic.
No, that makes sense. I get that.
Jokic is obviously having a great season. I just think it's time for Joel to take that first spot for this season. So
Okay.
Your other guard.
It's time. Yeah.
It's
I
time.
don't care about none of the
Voter
stuff. I'm
fatigue
waiting
is a
for the
real
last
thing,
part.
and I just believe that
You're a bad
Embiid
game.
will get it done
I agree.
this season for him.
I agree.
And then my other guard is SGA.
Okay.
I just
Over
believe-
Luka.
That's who I was struggling
Over
with.
Luka.
You a real
That's what I
one.
was waiting to find out.
You a
No.
real one, man.
That's
You a real
kind of
one.
interesting.
It's just obviously Luka's just had another Luka season, but it's at some point when you gotta
Let's not say team success though.
you gotta
Defense got to matter, something, right?
obviously
Okay, but we have Curry in there, so let's be real.
Well, he doesn't have Curry. Well, you did.
Steph Curry?
You do. Oh.
Yes.
why would Steph Curry not be in there?
I'm not saying you should. Well, I have a reason, but that's not my vote. But you go ahead. You spit your.
But it's SGA was averaging 31.
Yeah,
with
something like that.
What's
almost
Luka averaging?
32.
32.
32.
But
I think
Better counting numbers in every category.
counting numbers, are we going by?
Hey, you can't go by team record. You can't go by team record
Why can't I?
because
Don't
what
the
are
Thunder
they?
have a better record than the Mavs?
We do.
By what, half a game?
The Mavs
Two
got
games
eliminated
now.
today. They're not even in the playoffs.
2 games by today. They tanked on purpose. Look at
You
that.
want the 11th seed to have a first-team All-NBA player.
The 10 seed is gonna have one.
For sure.
What's the difference?
Yeah, might as well get a Lakers one too.
I mean,
my
I mean,
At the
I think-
mid-season part, he did say that the Lakers would have Bron and AD, and they was 11 seed.
Yeah,
But I think it's
12.
My
it was
bad.
12.
But I think
Were
it's
they
really
And then we
more
traded Russ, and we actually came out
off of.
Was
I
it
think
Caleb?
more off of preference though, like what kind of play style you kind of enjoy more, or you enjoy watching more, who kind of had a bigger impact. To me, they kind of had the same impact, even though Luka is the offensive engine. You can kind of say the same thing for SGA. But I feel like SGA's. I think a lot of people caught off surprise and how consistent he's been all season, except for me. I seen it coming. I've been telling y'all this.
You seen it, man.
They got
What's
the
it called?
same offensive impact.
I mean, based on what the team they are, yeah.
Let's not act like Kyrie has been there all season now.
I know, but I'm not saying
You're right.
the
Kyrie got a team that
impact.
got
I'm
worse.
saying like
Are you talking about saying Luka?
Yeah.
They're talking about saying Jokic.
They have the
I'm
same
sorry.
offensive impact.
this
No.
season, I think they kind of have.
Luka.
Luka,
No, they don't.
They don't have the
But
same
if
offensive
you-
responsibility. They don't.
If you start considering defensive impact, I would say overall SGA has been better. You can correct me if I'm wrong though.
way better.
How?
Take your time.
What type of defender? what type of defender do we think SGA is?
Way
All
better than
defensive?
Luka.
No.
He better than Luka.
He's
All
solid.
defensive.
He's
Way
either gonna be
better than
first or second, bro.
Shea
God
is going to be
dang.
all
Nah,
defensive
he's not.
first.
He's
and
not.
second.
He's not.
Oh
No.
my
He's
God!
not.
crazy.
Is he not averaging like
He
still
might be
the
second
half?
because
He's
I
not.
swear if he's not still in the league, he gotta be. Is he close in the top?
He
10
was.
for
'Cause
steals
I
and
swear
blocks.
he
It was the
still-
point.
he
Yeah,
was.
he was
Steals
up
and
there.
blocks was going
Not no more.
crazy.
Listen. We talking about counting stats. Remember?
Right.
Steph
Steals and
Curry
blocks not
led the
count
league
stats.
in- Steph Curry led the league in steals. But
Allen
he was the best
Iverson led the
defender.
league in steals.
Like,
Yeah, was a bad defender.
Steals
Are
and
we thinking
blocks,
about what
though?
the fuck we're saying here?
Steals and
Are you
blocks,
comparing
not just
Steph and
steals.
Allen Iverson to SGA on defense?
No.
Hold on. But not just steals. I mean, he's getting blocks per game too. It's
We
not
want
just-
you to
All
give
right.
reasoning other than steals because steals can clearly
I gotta
be
give reason on why he's a
disputed.
better defender than Luka.
No. He's clearly a better defender.
Okay.
But does the
You said first team
But
more.
we had
I didn't
never.
say that. I didn't say
I
that.
don't know
I didn't
how
say
we
that.
even got
My
to
bad, my
defense
bad.
because the question was offensive impact. So that's
I
how I
thought you asked
know.
for defense.
But I'm
No,
saying
because
overall.
he was like he said he don't know about offensive impact. He
Yeah.
said
So
defensively.
we said
his
offensive
argument.
impact. Then
his
we brought up
argument-
defense.
But his argument
Argument
is
overall.
his.
'Cause you're
Let me
not-
say his argument is Shea belongs over Luka on the first team because his defensive impact.
Right.
Back
his
together.
offensive is close enough to Luka, and then the defensive takes him over.
He says
Basically,
offense
yeah.
is good enough to put him up there, but defense take him over the edge.
I understand what you're saying, but I very
I
much
would say
disagree.
SGA is probably what like this season. Gotta be a top 7 offensive player, and then Luka's I'll say probably top 3. And then defensively, I say
Yeah.
SGA is at least top 20. And Luka's like top
I think the gap
100.
between 3 and 7 is pretty wide though.
Based off.
But you
height,
just
though.
said you was debating that too.
No, I was debating between Steph and Shea.
And that's where I'm at. I'm not debating. Luka on there. He's number one.
Luka
Okay,
was in MVP conversation until the team went down to
Makes sense.
When was Luka in MVP conversation?
come
He
on.
was.
It was a 4th seed.
They were like top 4 at one point.
That's
right?
not. Can you tell me what we like? When was this?
December.
Let's go
December.
February
December, January, yeah.
3rd.
We are in April.
It's
But that's the
changed.
point,
He said he
because-
was.
So you got
Is that crazy?
Steph, Luka, JT. No, not
No, he
Luka.
got
Steph,
Steph,
SGA,
JT.
JT, Giannis, and Embiid.
Yep.
So obviously mine isn't based on winning and team success, but I'd say Shea and Luka as my guards, Tatum and Giannis as my forwards, and Embiid as my center. I was considering Jokic, but the reason why I have Embiid is kind of like JG said. I think just the way he's finished this season, and Jokic kind of like I don't want to say fading down the stretch, but not having a strong start, even though I think he's still averaging a triple double.
Cool question. You finished. So the same same people that vote for MVP, are they vote for all NBA teams?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, then I don't
Yeah,
see.
they are.
Yeah,
Doesn't
okay.
matter. This is what you.
And like you said, you don't think an MVP
He
is
would
gonna
not be.
wouldn't make
Has
first.
that ever happened?
Yes.
Who?
It had happened before. I
What the
think.
hell are you talking about? Man?
No. I think
Somebody won MVP.
I
didn't
think
get
someone
first
won MVP. Didn't
I
get
believe
first
that's happened
team.
though,
It happened before.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
I need to know who.
Brian, go ahead. I got it. Go ahead. I got it.
Yeah, look that up for me.
Okay, well that was my team. So
Yeah, so emphatically.
You get used to it after a while. My turn? Okay.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
I'm going to go off of what Brian had. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to replace Embiid with Jokic. So Steph Curry, Luka, Shea, SGA, Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic. Now, I believe Embiid will win MVP. I do believe that because of narrative.
Yes,
But then
I agree.
they will come to their senses and then they'll vote Jokic as the best center in the
I
league.
don't agree.
That does not make logical sense.
No, it does because most valuable don't mean you the best. All right.
And he's not most valuable either. So
Who, Jokic?
Embiid.
He said Jokic
Oh.
is the center.
I agree with that. But he's gonna win it.
I don't know, bro.
You seen the narrative? It's
No,
already changed.
he is gonna win it.
Like Embiid hasn't been
They said
playing.
Embiid was gonna win because of the narrative, but then they'll come
Yeah.
to their senses and pick Jokic
There
as the
you
best
go.
center.
So who's your
So it sounds like you're saying
Are we gonna
Embiid
save
is gonna
the
be his
MVP
MVP.
for next week, or
Let's save that.
We can
talk.
say we can
We
save
can
our
say that.
award.
I'm just trying to understand your logic.
You don't. You shouldn't. You
It
shouldn't
shit
try.
doesn't make sense. I'm confused. Like,
No, it
when
actually-
will they go to sleep and wake up and say, you know what?
It
I
actually
made a
makes-
mistake.
it actually makes no sense. Especially
no
if,
sense.
Oh damn! I shouldn't have did that. No,
Okay. Side note.
My bad.
Happened a few times. One of the first times Bill Russell. He has more MVPs.
Hey.
He has first team selection.
Okay.
And also,
I don't know
Gary
that counts.
Cowens.
I don't know
Anything in black and white
don't
count.
don't get me started with Bill
Cowens.
Russell.
That wasn't black and
man.
white.
You said
Dave
Dave
Cowens?
Cowens?
Yeah.
Did you know who Dave Cowens is?
They
He won
count
MVP.
Yes, he won MVP in like 76,
73.
73.
And it never made the first. He didn't get first team that year.
So what's happening?
Did Kareem make first team?
Okay.
That
Every
year?
time he won MVP, I'm not sure. He probably did.
I'm assuming
probably
Kareem would have won
Two
over.
players that won when my dad wasn't even alive yet.
What's your dad for? I don't know what to tell you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. What I saying.
Wait, so those are the only two?
Yeah, only two players.
So
that have
nothing in the modern era.
So to me, it's about time that it happened again.
I don't think.
What
I,
another
Does that make
center?
logical sense to you?
I don't think it's gonna happen
You
again.
trying to make
Mason.
logical sense? You talking to me?
You got me there. What am I saying?
Come on, bro.
I'm going to second team.
Yeah.
Are we doing that? Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Go ahead, JB.
Me
second
first?
team. Yeah.
Dang, I should have did that.
I forgot who was on my first.
Facts.
I got y'all.
I got
So
you.
you
Adam
had.
defended
no,
it so
I-
bad, and you forgot what you
wanna
had.
go- you want me to go first? I got it.
You
So
remember you
sec-
had. You had.
I
Yes.
know, cause look, I got Embiid and my center on the second team,
Right.
and
Really?
then at the
Yeah, because he got
at the
Jokic-
guards I got Shea, second team. I got
As you
Shea.
should.
Makes sense.
And
I'm about to say I think we all gonna switch the guards for second team. Basically.
I'm gonna go Donovan Mitchell on my second team.
Okay.
You know, I was considering Dame, but you know, circumstances. And then at the forwards, I don't
That's
know,
where it
man.
gets tough.
It is because you
It
look at
does?
some,
Oh.
because
Excuse me.
I mean,
Tell me.
what's the in consideration or honorable mention?
Yeah.
A shout out to them Laker boys, AD and LeBron. Just don't think they got it
They
done
not
for me.
for me.
Yeah.
They ain't
Just
got it-
don't.
they ain't got it in them this year.
My fault. They just didn't get it done for me this year. But what Jimmy Butler plays forward?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler be considered.
Jalen
a
Brown.
forward.
Actually, we're gonna go.
If we
we're
consider
gonna,
Jalen Brown a forward,
Jalen
then
Brown's
I
not
mean,
no forward.
we're gonna go
man.
Kawhi, second team,
It's not based
and
on reality. Really not.
and hold on, man, y'all clouding my judgment right now. And then we're gonna go. We're gonna save Julius Randle for the third team. So we're
Oh,
gonna
and
go-
names out of hat,
Actually,
man.
no, I lied. Julius Randle, second team.
What? Oh!
I didn't cook.
You ain't like that?
that's a take.
That's funny.
Julius Randle, second team? You really believe that?
Actually, I lied. Jimmy Butler, second team.
Okay.
Who's the other one then? Kawhi.
Kawhi.
And Jimmy Butler. Never mind. My bad.
Basically picked the same.
I respect your team. I respect your team.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
I think my team's kind of perfect.
Who's the other guard? Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in.
All right. What about you, Brian?
Ooh, okay, my guards.
All right, well, when you get to mine, you'll understand.
All
why.
right, so my guards are Dame and Steph. My center obviously is Jokic, and then my forwards.
You said Dame and Steph.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting. You're funny.
yeah. I mean,
Why you say it like that?
why you say
Because
that?
earlier you was discussing to have a Donovan Mitchell first team. And he didn't even make the
I
second
said I
team.
was considering him. I never said he was first team.
So you, I was considering first team.
That
but
was
I
like the
wondered-
first name he thought of. He said, "You know what? This ain't gonna work." And just slid all the way.
They told me that was crazy, so he's not even gonna make the list now.
He was just getting fillers up. Yeah, they didn't like
Who
that.
said he's not gonna make the list?
This
I
one,
hope he's
we'll leave
making
him
the third
off.
team at least.
Just leave him alone.
Like I said, like I said before, who said he's
Go
not
ahead,
making
bro.
the list?
Go ahead.
Forwards.
Let me
You-
hear
you
these
name me
forwards because I feel like I was
Forward,
tripping
I'm
or
a.
something. Go ahead.
All right, I'll be controversial here. So we'll say Pascal is one.
Okay,
What the
I respect that. I respect that.
That's
That was,
Brian,
that was the wrong
Brian.
P name, but I respect that.
Come on, brother.
Wrong team.
Come on, man. We ain't.
Well, I mean, we don't consider Jalen a forward, so I can't pick him.
You shouldn't have picked him to begin with. He shouldn't be in your consideration.
Hold on, let me check this out.
He can be voted in as a forward though.
When
He can be. He
He's-
can.
He actually has to play forward though.
He has.
He's a shooting guard this season.
He's played
Smart,
forward this
Malcolm
year because
Just
Derek
because-
White's been the shooting
Literally,
guard.
just because you started shooting guard.
Yes, Derek White has started a lot of games this year.
And even if he doesn't, just because you started shooting guard doesn't mean he doesn't play more minutes at small forward.
There you go.
Whenever Jason Tatum isn't on the court and Jalen Brown is, he is at small forward.
Yep.
He is rarely just at the 2 guard just for fun.
You're on Basketball Reference. What does it say?
It says
I
that
don't
Jalen
care.
Brown has played. Jalen Brown played 58% of his minutes at the small forward spot. 39% of his minutes as shooting guard, and 3% of his minutes
Damn,
at
he's not making all.
All right, well, Jalen
Point
Brown,
guard.
shooting guard. That's the point.
No, what was the 3%?
3% at power forward.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
3%
Point guard.
he got real serious.
What the fuck is the line of power forward?
So Jalen's gonna be one. Y'all can come back to me for my second one because Pascal might get moved down.
I'm glad you reconsidered
KJ,
that. You
KJ,
How
had
did I
me.
know that Jalen Brown's a forward, man?
You really had me going.
Might have
Yeah,
some-
I'm about to say
He
Jalen Brown
had-
going second team for
You
sure.
had Embiid or Jokic?
I had
Second team.
Embiid is first team, so Jokic is second team.
Okay. What about you, JG?
I must be crazy because Jalen Brown was not on my NBA team yet.
You didn't even know what position he played, so I'm not
Facts.
surprised.
You know what's
Hey.
the
Go ahead.
I mean, what we got? I'm trying to think. Luka, of course. Then I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell. Center is Jokic, of course, and then forwards I'm gonna go with LeBron and KD. Really straightforward.
Okay. Okay.
That's why he said it was crazy for me to say that.
I really don't think that's crazy. I think it's really straightforward.
Who got the four?
No, I'm
Brian?
saying what you said it was crazy for me to say what
I
I
ain't
said.
go yet. Nah.
Okay, go
Say
ahead.
KD had a 50, 40, 90 season. I don't know. So
He did.
He did.
I don't know what confusing LeBron James. So I'm
But
not-
go ahead, JB.
For me, my second team is going to be Steph Curry, the real Don. I had Embiid. I had Jokic first, so Embiid,
Luka.
Luka, or Donovan.
Oh, I thought
The
you were
real
saying
Don.
Steph was the real Don.
No.
But who the real Don?
What?
Donovan Mitchell was going to be second.
Oh, Luka was your first team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when he said that, I was
So
twice.
wait.
What's
so
going on?
if Donovan Mitchell is second team and Luka is first team,
How's
how's
he the
Luka
real-
not the real Don?
You know why.
Oh, okay.
You know why. You don't got to sit on camera.
I know exactly why. My
Okay.
fault.
My bad. Joel Embiid. That's all right. Joel Embiid is my center, and then I'm actually gonna put AD on there. I'll put AD and KD
That's
in my 2 spots. What's the
not
problem?
more crazy than me.
That's actually very.
That's more crazy than me
that's
having
very
KD and
insane.
Bron.
Yeah,
That's
AD
all.
over Braun is
Why
kinda
do you
crazy.
have
That's
AD
pretty
on the
bad.
list?
Because when I
At
look,
all.
Y'all laughed at me, but this man got 80 on the second team.
I think you got AD on the second team.
He got
I'm on my
Bron.
third team.
He's
LeBron
got
is
Bron
why?
and
Why
AD.
you on the third team
yeah.
already?
AD? Let's finish.
You got him on your second team.
Who's your second team?
Let's finish the list.
Who's your second?
LeBron and KD.
Oh, LeBron and KD.
Yes, Kevin
Oh.
Durant.
You thought he said LeBron and AD?
Yeah, I did.
No,
Who's-
crazy.
Brian.
That would have been crazy.
What's yours?
Yeah,
What's
KD and AD
Yeah,
for sure.
go third team. Then I'm
Right.
gonna get.
Who's last forward?
My other forward is I'm gonna say Pascal for now, but I'm gonna switch.
Fucking insane.
I'll switch it later. I'm still thinking about forward.
They saying
Actually,
Pascal, they saying
Jimmy
Julius
and
Randle.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy and Jalen.
Do you
Jimmy and
even know
Jalen.
Julius Randle's stats this year?
I don't need to know. It's the same every season for him.
You're not watching ball.
This year's
You're
crazy.
not watching the tape, brother.
Jimmy and Jalen. That's what we're gonna do for now.
Oh shoot, I forgot Jalen. Oh yeah. Okay, KD and Jalen. My bad. KD and Jalen.
Fuck, just take AD off the list.
Is this borderline?
25,
Borderline.
11 and 4. I mean 25, 10 and 4. Yeah. That's
Alright,
second team.
third
That's
team.
to me.
So I'll go back over
Anthony
just
Davis.
reiterate. Curry, Donovan Mitchell,
open your phone.
Jalen Brown, KD, and Embiid.
Okay, third team. Who want to go first? Go ahead.
I'll go first.
Man, I want to hear this shit, man.
You don't want to hear? Why not?
Cause it's about to be bullshit out of his mouth. I already know.
Let's
If
start
he say
with the
Paul
center.
George, I'm gonna hit him in the head.
I'm going to
Demonis Sabonis.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
So at the forward, my first forward is going to be KD. I think he had a better season than Bron. They were 6 and 7.
I agree.
AD was not in consideration for anything. My other forward,
Mikal Bridges.
I'm stuck between.
That's crack.
I'm
consideration.
stuck
He's in
between
your
like,
consideration.
He's in my
I'm
consideration.
stuck between like 4 people.
Go
I'm
ahead.
stuck between like 4 people, and that's Paul George,
What?
Pascal,
What?
Oh, he's so
Lori,
sick.
Thought you said Pascal's your second
and
team.
Jalen Brown.
Julius Randle.
Lori, I like it.
Lori and Jalen Brown, and those are probably my final 2. And I'm gonna go with
Stop.
Where'd that come from?
Y'all hear the accent?
Yeah, where'd that come from? You just threw that in there.
It's
huh?
natural. Look at James Harden, man. We're going to go with Laurie as my other forward. And then at the guards, certainly not Trae Young.
Anyone but
considering Trae Young?
Just making sure anybody was. And definitely not James Harden either. So I'm going to go with Demetrius Morant. I definitely forgot about him.
Facts.
And Dame. That's good. I don't think, did I have Dame on my second team?
You did not have Dame on your second.
No, you had Donovan and SGA.
I had a perfect
Let
list.
me go.
I had a perfect list. Wow.
Dame Ja. 80 at the 5. He's a center this season.
This is so crazy.
A player averaging 26 and 12 can't make the All-NBA team.
He's not making it over Demontis Sabonis.
Sabonis stats is literally worse across the board.
They are worse.
Other than
Fake
assists.
research.
They are
Oh, my
worse.
goodness. 19, 12 and a half, and 7? You talking about other
80.
assists? He's averaging 7
The
assists.
defense is
And if you
terrible.
look at
though.
defense,
The defense is bad.
When AD's on the court, he's all defensive team
Anthony
player.
Davis isn't a center, though. So what are we?
He's a center. He's a
What's
center.
the season? Go look.
No.
Look right now.
No.
Scroll down. Oh, okay.
No.
I won't.
Because we both know that he's not. You're just using that for your narrative.
Now, who was the 5 this season?
We're talking about this season.
Why he say that like he ain't just say that?
No, man, because y'all know that he's not a center.
But this season he is.
You
though.
got to name a center for me then.
Let's think. It's
Don't say Wayne Gabriel.
been such a revolving door.
Don't say Thomas Bryant.
Mo Bamba?
You're naming all of them for me.
Yeah, they on the bench because AD's starting at the 5.
Now they are.
Alright.
Now they are.
What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said. Okay. Let me, what did I say? My forwards? Oh, give me Jimmy Butler and Kawhi.
Oh, Kawhi made your list.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Why you
change
so
of
mad
heart.
at him? Put him in the second team.
Why? I would have put Kawhi over LeBron and KD. I'm confused. I'm confused. Like, what do you?
Okay.
No,
Wait, did Braun make your second team, JG?
You made
Yeah.
his second
Okay.
team, yeah.
Okay.
All right, go
Making
ahead,
none of
Brian.
my teams.
Oh, yeah, they're going to hate my list.
Shout out
That's
Brian.
Laker. That's Laker hating.
So
right?
my third team, De'Aaron,
Okay.
Donovan.
Wait.
Okay.
What? What's wrong?
De'Aaron.
Wait. Who's your
De'Aaron.
your guards again,
De'Aaron
Brian?
Fox. Who's the guards in your second team?
Yeah.
Dang.
Steph and
Oh, so
Dame.
no,
Steph and
no
Dame.
So no
Demetrius?
Donovan Mitchell. Well, you did your third
Donovan
team.
Mitchell's on my third team.
No,
So
no,
Ja.
Demetrius.
No,
No
Ja.
Demetrius.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that's crazy.
Is it because of the allegations?
It's not because of the allegations. I just think Donovan's had a real good season. I know that sounds. I know it sounds crazy.
Donovan not the problem.
No, Donovan's not this gangster. It's De'Aaron.
He said,
Have you not seen what De'Aaron's doing this year?
I don't know, man. Demetrius got
Have
them
we
boys
seen what
in
Ja's doing?
Do
second
you
season.
really think Darren Fox has been better than Ja Morant this season?
I think he's had a better season.
Okay.
His numbers won't say it, obviously. So
I think.
but
Hey, if you look at it like this and encapsulate everything, including stuff off the court, he's right on.
Off the court.
even if you
yes.
even
As
if
a
we don't
person,
even if we don't
Who's
take
having a
off the
better
court
season?
into account, I feel like De'Aaron's having a better season because
Grading off the court.
he's been one of the
performance
best. He's been one of the best clutch players in the.
he
in
is.
the
He
game.
is the clutch player of the year.
I agree. You-
So I feel like that's got to count for something.
It counts for All-Star games.
This is nasty. Okay, well,
What's
Clutch
that?
well,
player award.
De'Aaron and Donovan.
Uh-huh.
Forwards, just cause like,
Oh yeah, lock in.
just cause the position is that crazy.
Yeah, he about to lock in.
He's about to say something absolutely
Braun was
insane.
gonna be. Braun was definitely gonna be on my third team.
Was?
No, he is. He's on
Okay.
my 13. Like
At least
he
you
was
doing something
locked
smart.
in. He was locked in.
At least
the
you're
third
doing
guy.
something smart like
Wow.
these.
You're
Not like these
nasty.
two idiots.
I was worried
Okay.
about that.
So yeah, they're gonna. Yeah. So.
Who's ever for? Oh boy.
See, I put Jimmy on second, so now I'm gonna really look crazy for doing this. But
You got KD second team too, right? No, you had Julius.
I had Jalen and Jimmy.
So you have no KD at all.
So you got
KD is the other forward,
Oh. Okay.
and then Demontis Sabonis is my center.
There you go.
So let me ask you a question, Brian. Did the new CBA affect your thought process?
What do you mean?
I'm not
by
trying to be
that?
funny. I'm dead. I'm
I know
serious.
you are.
what do you mean by that?
That's funny.
Did the new CBA be the reason? Is that why you think KD is on third team now? Because he missed a certain amount of games. Is that
I feel
the
like the
reason?
voters have
I
always.
think, I think that's part of it, but I
Voters
think
have-
also Jalen.
Voters
Always
have
been that,
always
though.
had like
Always.
a attacks against players who play like a certain amount of games. Like,
Yeah.
there's been like this imaginary threshold for years now.
Yeah.
But of course, even the players who don't play over 65, they still have the chance to make it.
Right.
But I think voters who have voters. We'll look at a player, two players who have similar seasons. Whatever player plays more games, they're likely to give.
Typically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Julius Randle played 70 games. Anthony Davis played, don't remember, wasn't 70.
50.
So I gave the
56.
edge. Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
To Julius?
I gave the edge to Julius. Yeah.
They had similar seasons? On the
25 and 10, man. I don't know.
Okay, all right. I
Plus
give you that.
20 extra games.
But for KD and Jimmy, I feel that gap is
Yeah, player like talent wise.
pretty big.
Hold on.
Pause.
Hold on.
You
So-
not
The gap between who was big,
Jimmy Butler and KD.
and then the gap between AD and Sabonis wasn't big.
Who's talking about that?
I'm just trying to
Yeah, he
understand
bringing
the
this up.
logic.
He's bringing up AD
Why-
the whole
okay.
life.
I'm
All
trying
right,
to
let's move
understand the
on.
logic.
The ultimate AD
You're
apologist.
saying that. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead, Caleb. What you say?
Oh, get your point across.
You were asking me the gap between AD and DeMontis wasn't that big.
It wasn't?
I think it was. I think AD had a better season than DeMontis.
Okay, as long as you agree.
When he was on the floor.
Okay.
Oh. Ooh. Wait, see where you turned around?
Getting spicy.
That was real
I mean,
sassy.
that was wrong. That's common sense. I would hope they vote based on what they do on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
That was real sassy.
Let's move on to the defensive team.
Anywho,
He said when he was on the court. He said, "You tell me."
you tell me. You tell me. Am I last? Is this me now?
Yo, I thought you went.
I ain't go. I'm
Okay, my
last every
bad.
time, Caleb.
I thought you went before Brian or JG went.
Nah, man.
My bad, gang.
All right, my turn. 13. Demetrius.
The hell you snapping?
Dame Dollar.
Because he tried to remember everything now.
DeMontis Sabonis.
There you go. He cooking now.
And the two forwards.
Now, I would love to put Jaren Jackson Jr. on there, but he played.
He is no longer cooking. He cooking up a pile of shit.
He played center this year, so I can't put on there over Sabonis.
That's what's stopping you? That's what's stopping you, huh? That's so sick.
Maybe. You know what?
Wait.
You know what? Let's just throw Bronny Brown on.
It's no way he's labeled a 5 this season.
He is. Steven Adams missed a lot of games.
He's still labeled.
Nah, he started 5 last.
You want to look at basketball reference again?
No, I don't want to right now.
All right.
I feel like it's power forward first though.
Hey, just trust me.
Basketball reference.
They've been cooking for years.
But
Just
go
trust-
ahead.
trust
You said
my
Brian?
sources. Yeah, I guess Bron beat he got the little all-time scoring Jones, so you know what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
give
You gotta get
you
him
know,
on there,
off
right?
the court, you know.
Not for me though.
What the
Now,
hell did LeBron do off the court?
my bad. I mean, that's not off the court, but my bad. It's between Julius.
Sick.
Man, if Julius really makes an All NBA team, we might have to come back to this
Julius
episode.
has been hooping this year.
We might have to come back to this episode
Hating
if
this
Julius
all.
makes an All NBA team.
I'll give it to Julius. I'll give it to Julius.
Over who?
Anybody else really is a
You didn't say
forward.
Kawhi?
You didn't say
Yeah, you gotta.
Did you say Jimmy?
You gotta have Kawhi.
No,
over
Jimmy
Julius.
can sit down.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Jimmy.
I respect that.
He has a range from 2nd to 15.
Yeah. Who's my You said Julius, so who I forgot what y'all say?
I had Laurie.
Lord, no, he's good.
No,
He's good.
hell no.
Kawhi, right?
That's racist.
I can't tell nobody who came off the bench this year. Serious. I'm gonna go ahead and just do.
At all?
I'm gonna do
He
Julius.
just wanted to play like 2 games.
Julius.
LeBron came off the bench.
For one
He
game.
made 13.
So 1 versus 2.
They both should be on. I don't know what he's talking
Okay,
about.
so you
Kawhi with Julius. You know, I let the peer pressure hit me. You know, I'll put Kawhi on there.
Okay.
Nah, I don't like it. Julius.
What?
I don't like Julius Randle.
So what, bro?
Wait, Bron made it over Kawhi?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Kawhi over Bron. Kawhi was not hooping at when he first came back. Oh Jesus.
All right, so next we're gonna move on to the last. We're gonna do one team each. So first we're gonna do defensive team. So
Oh, dang.
I'm gonna ask each person. Y'all 2 guards. So CT, we 2 guards for your defensive team.
We're gonna go with Drew Holiday and Marcus Smart.
What about you,
Legacy.
JG?
Caruso and Drew Holiday.
Did you watch Caruso this season?
Yes.
Stop lying.
Yes.
On the Bulls.
Name somebody that cooked Caruso this season.
That cooked him?
Yes. Okay.
What about you, Brian?
Drew Holiday. Just to be different, I'm gonna go with Shea.
Okay, and JB, give me your whole team.
Hold up. Y'all didn't give me Hold up. Why didn't y'all give the reaction to him?
Because he already gave his point if you don't agree.
Hey, Anthony Davis is 1 for 7, and y'all had him on the All NBA
Hey
team.
now.
He about to knock these free throws.
Me too,
down,
bro.
right?
Dang. My whole team for real?
2 guards. Give me 2
Thanks.
guards.
Appreciate that, bro. 'Cause I was not thinking long
See
term.
what everybody else is doing.
Cool. He had Drew Holiday and Marcus Smart. I think that's very consistent.
There you go.
I'll go ahead, CT. 3 forwards.
All right, this is where the bias comes in play.
Wait, there's no centers in the
Are
defensive
you
team,
sure
right?
there's no centers in this?
I swear it was just.
Can I turn?
Yeah, the center. My bad.
I'm looking and it's a center.
bad. Give me
Can
two
we turn
forwards.
a center into a forward?
2 forwards. All right, we can go with Jaren Jackson for sure.
He's a center.
I feel like Jaren Jackson should be the.
No, it's funny because I looked on Basketball Reference. He's a center, but I look at every people's all defensive teams. He's a power forward.
Because
They
people
consider
don't
him a
know.
forward. I know what I'm doing.
Jaren Jackson, I feel, should be a lock on everybody's team.
Yes.
Then the other forward, let's go with.
I already know you're going to choose.
No, I'm not.
I already know you're
For
going
his
to
work
choose.
in Phoenix, let's go with Mikal Bridges.
Okay.
Oh.
What about you, JG?
Yeah, that's
pretty
pick.
good.
I'm not doing that shit.
That's hate.
It's not hate. It's
just because
I think it's a better defender.
Okay, let me hear it.
Jaden
is it-
Daniels.
Yeah, you just.
Jaden
found out-
McDaniels.
You
first
literally
team?
just asked what
Yeah,
position he played.
he's
You
really
just
good.
found
He's
out
really
about him
good.
2
No,
days
I
ago.
know he's really good. I know
You
that.
just found out about him.
I just had to know if he was a guard or forward. I can't ask him.
He literally.
You didn't
found out
know
about
that?
him.
Don't
He's
think.
Oh my
6'10".
God, no, nigga, yeah. Nigga, nah, let's move on. God
You don't know
You
ball.
didn't know
You don't
about
know
him
ball.
until he shut down KD a couple nights ago.
You don't know ball.
Bro, Ant said they got KD. I got.
That's
Jaden
exactly.
McDaniels.
That was the first time you've ever heard his name.
Why the fuck does that matter?
All right, go ahead.
So I'm not lying. Okay.
Go ahead,
Why does
Brian.
that matter at this
All
point?
right, so my forwards, one's gotta. If Jaren Jackson counts, then we gotta make Jaren Jackson a forward.
No.
It's okay.
You can't make somebody what they not.
When it'll make
It's 2020.
Okay, how about this? They have him for you. Have he played a good amount. for each
Jalen.
position.
It'll make sense why I have him as a forward in a second.
I'm
When you say that,
And
I can
then
worry. Honestly.
my other forward would be. Well, you say your other forward first.
You said Mikal and Jaren.
I did. I
No,
thought I
he-
put Jaren.
You said McDaniels and
You only said McDaniels. I didn't say my other one.
who's the other one?
Evan Mobley.
That's a good one.
They got
Go ahead.
Other one, Giannis.
Giannis and
Giannis and Jaren Jackson.
all right. You-
I had the same one.
Okay.
And Jaren
All
Jackson
right.
my five.
Centers now. So you got Jaren
Oh, wait.
Jackson.
If he's a
Jaren
center,
Jackson.
then he should be the center.
Brook
Ooh,
Lopez.
wait.
Lopez.
Wait. Brian, you said you had Jaren Jackson and Giannis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had double check. That's cool. Center?
Yeah.
It's not your turn.
Wait.
He said Brooke. He said Jaren. Who's yours?
But if
Brooke.
you already said
Who's
what yours
yours?
is then.
You did say yours.
I gotta take it back because Jaren Jackson's not a center, not a power forward in my book.
Okay, give me your last
So
two.
Jaren
then.
Jackson's
What
your
the
center.
hell?
Okay, give me who's your two forwards?
What
then?
you just said? He was a
Jaren
center.
Jackson is my center.
Okay, so you have Giannis.
So
as
Jaren Jackson
one
your power forward?
I gotta give a different power forward.
I mean, he said one. That's a great choice to choose.
So wait, who are your forwards?
It's Giannis and somebody else.
Okay, so he does have Giannis on the board.
I gave you like two good options.
He just
You're not
gave
gonna
you-
pick
he gave
neither
you
of them?
He said Mikal and Jalen, and those
the
are
fuck
two
said
good
that?
options.
Let
You said
let him
Mikal.
pick, man.
He
Let
did
him
it. He
pick.
just said
You
Mikal.
said Mikal.
CT
He said
said
Mikal.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. Dang.
I said Evan Mobley and
You did.
Giannis.
He did.
He said Evan Mobley.
He said Evan Mobley.
He said Evan Mobley.
He's cheating. He used ChatGPT. He's cheating.
He's on that second team, and I can read it from here. Why would I skip to the second team and pick somebody? I'll just go with the first team.
Exposed.
Hold up. Is 80 there? Give me 80 then. Since you want to go off the joint. Go
Okay, who you got?
Ooh.
Do you know what you just did?
You know what? I would say Giannis.
Bro, it's okay.
It's okay. It's not that hard.
It's not a bad dude, man. It's not a great defender, man.
If you don't make the first team, you made the second team. It's okay.
He's a real defensive guy.
You know,
respect.
I respect the defensive end.
Friday.
Okay.
He really wants to be
You
right
want
about
to?
it.
Okay, I'll give you a guy. Draymond Green.
Just trust your eye test,
No, I thought
man.
you were gonna say that, honestly. I'm not saying
Trust your eye test, JB.
Why would you think I would
Trust
say
the eye test.
Trust your eye test.
I
man.
said Draymond Green up there for sure, but I'm gonna go with
Giannis.
He is shaking his.
Jaren
Evan
Jaren at the
Mobley.
five.
That boy is stressing.
And who's the other
I
forward?
do like Evan Mobley a lot.
But
He gripping the
Jaden
microphone.
McDaniels. Man.
It's really between
He's talking like he understand right now.
it's between Mikal and Evan Mobley.
All right, then pick one. Come on.
It don't matter, man.
Sorry,
they both
sorry.
really good.
this
Just one of
really
them.
not this bad, bro. Nobody's gonna get mad at you.
I need to be perfect. I need to be perfect.
You ain't going to be because you already
I ain't gonna
don't.
lie. You pick Mikal. He not gonna be a no as defensive team.
Okay, watch.
Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley. Evan
Okay.
Mobley.
All right, now we do all rookie teams. First team only.
I feel like that's
Positionless.
unanimous.
It's positionless. So choose. Give me your five. You can start with. Who want to start? You start.
All right, you got a CT. You want me to-
Yeah, you know. I got Jaden Ivey, Paulo, Walker Kessler, Jalen Williams. Is that four?
Yeah, that's cool.
right.
Who's my five?
Mathurin.
Oh yeah, forgot about him.
Yeah, I'll go Mathurin. He
Who-
started off real strong.
Who you debating with?
I'm forgetting something. I gotta be
Don't know.
forgetting somebody.
That is somebody. Yeah, no, it is.
Forgetting somebody.
Oh, no. I lied. I lied. My fault. Run that back. Mathurin is going to be on my second team. I got
Shaden's-
Keegan Murray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about.
Keegan.
That's what I'm thinking about. Keegan Murray.
Keegan's there.
Yeah.
Shaden probably second team.
Hold
He's
on.
like-
I knew I was
I'm
cooking.
about to take CTs, but I'm about to drop somebody to fuck off that team he just
Okay.
Who's dropping? Walker Kessler?
Because he white.
Keep Walker Kessler.
No, he's taking off Jaden
Keep
Ivey.
Keep Paolo, yeah, drop Jaden. Take Keegan, take Benedict, and then take.
Okay, so Benedict over Jada.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got Barlow, Jada. I said Barlow. Parlo, Jada,
Say it one time.
Walker Kessler, Benedict Mathurin, and Keegan Murray.
Yeah.
Who's the first one?
I basically had the same.
Paolo.
person.
Say it one time.
Parlo,
One more time.
Parlo,
I can't hear you.
Is that
Stop.
not Paolo?
Okay.
Okay.
Paolo Banchero.
Bancaro, is that not his name?
Is that what you-
Seattle,
I thought that's what you said.
Parlo.
That's
It
okay.
sounded like he's saying Paolo.
What do y'all think?
I said Parlo a couple times. I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Go ahead.
You-
Brian.
We basically had the same team. So.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
What about you?
It's on me.
He about to.
Is he gonna be stressing again?
He is not about to cook.
Hey, let me take
Is he
it out
gotta
first.
talk on the stand?
Um,
Forgetting something.
Why did you just say
Paulo, Paulo,
Talk about me.
Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Williams, Keegan, and Walker.
I'll tell y'all what he said after the podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go, girl, right there.
What?
Kiki.
Oh, Kiki is on the screen.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, man. He said that's your real
So,
name.
hi,
Also,
hi.
I was eliminated line. I was real confused.
Yeah, quick question before we leave. Don't give no reasoning. So give me your final four teams.
In the like.
Playoffs.
The two conferences.
All right.
Some hard-hitting
I'll
questions,
just
brother.
do this
Just
quick.
be quick.
Celtics, Bucks, and then on the west
The damn
side.
playoff bracket. What the fuck is that?
On the west side, Suns and.
Shouldn't matter.
It does.
1 through 4 is locked up.
Hold
both
on.
conferences.
Suns and Warriors. Suns and Warriors.
What if they? Never mind.
I'm just.
They
That's something.
can.
What if these teams play in the?
can.
They're about to beat. They're about to beat the Kings, so I don't think
Yeah,
that they're going to
Warriors
be
probably
playing.
locked in
I don't
the
think they're
six.
playing the Suns.
Yeah.
I got Celtics Bucks as well. Then in the Western Conference, I'm gonna go with the Suns for sure, and then Suns health permitted, of course. Hopefully everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, same here.
And let's go with the Lakers.
Go ahead, JG. JG, who you got?
I'm trying to look at this.
Go ahead,
Make
JB.
sure I don't say something that sounds dumb as shit.
It's gonna come back.
I'll let you know what
It's
you
gonna
need.
come back and sound dumb as shit.
Just ask the question to me, and I'll give you the answer.
Go ahead, JG.
Appreciate that.
I will say the Bucks and Sixers in the East, and in the West, I will say for the conference finals. Let's say Suns and Nugs.
That's not possible.
They're in the
It's
same.
not
They be
possible.
playing in the second round.
It's not possible.
That's exactly what I'm looking at this bracket. I can see.
Is that possible?
Fucking possible.
I mean, if you know if you know the playoffs, you know how to.
Y'all let me
team
sound
works.
stupid.
That's
So
what
you volunteered to go.
What you mean?
I literally told y'all to ask. I literally told y'all to ask me the
you was gonna
questions.
say that?
I literally said, ask me the questions, bro.
Suns and who are my options, Brian?
So
You
you
got
got
Lake-
basically Grizzlies, Lakers,
Kings.
Kings, and Warriors. If the standings stay the way we expect them to.
Dang, he know for real. I don't know.
Clippers.
I was thinking Clippers. That's my first.
Because they
go-to.
might drop down to
But
6.
if
You never know.
he can't. Well,
I can't put the
He can,
Clippers
he
to
can.
beat the Suns.
Clippers may drop down to
if
6.
yeah, I guess
Okay.
if he
He
predicts
can.
the
If Clippers drop down to 6, I might change my answer.
I'm gonna say the.
Change your answer to what?
Ooh, yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with Suns. I'm
Probably
gonna
the
stick with
Suns,
Suns.
Clippers.
Suns and
No, I'm saying
Suns and Lakers.
Why the fuck would he do that?
Okay.
I already said that.
JG,
You said it like it was profound.
It's profound in my mind.
Oh, okay.
go ahead.
What did you say? Who did you say?
Suns and Lakers.
Oh.
But y'all been going.
They both-
a good
You
streak.
probably got the same
No,
thing.
I'll say mine.
We'll come back to CT.
Are you gonna use ChatGPT again?
No, I'm just looking at the.
You're looking at the brackets.
I'll go while you doing that. I got Philly and Bucks.
Nice.
Y'all believe in Harden this much, man?
No.
That's exactly why I'm looking at this because I don't think I.
I do. I think Embiid's gonna have this a
Because
crazy postseason.
I just
Hold
want
on,
y'all to
hold on.
remember
Hold on, wait a
in the
I
one
think-
game they won this year, Jalen Brown was out.
I know.
Embiid dropped 52, and
We
they
know.
still only
We
won
know.
by 2.
We know.
You
But I
gotta
think
rely on Jason Tatum to shoot above 45%, so I can see it happening.
That also wasn't on Harden.
I'm
Tobias
saying.
scored nothing. Anthony Davis scored nothing.
honestly, it's Jason Tatum. For
That
me.
can happen again.
Jason Tatum to me is the kind of sign factor out of everybody. You know, who's serious.
It's
Him and Harden.
It's Jalen versus.
But I got-
versus James for me to go.
I got
I'm sorry.
I got Philly and Bucks in the East, and in the West I got Suns and Clippers. If Clippers drop to 6, but Clippers go to 5, Golden State and Suns.
So
I
to
like
piggyback
that.
on
I like that.
JG's question, while he's still
Oh,
thinking.
I got mine.
Oh, you got yours? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
then
go
we'll
with.
come back.
I'm gonna go Suns, Warriors, Bucks, Celtics.
Okay. So we agree.
I want to
That's
change.
good. Okay.
I want to change the Clippers.
So
Change to what?
So
Picking
as,
the
as
Suns.
JG was about to
I was about
ask,
to ask. So
Why are
if
y'all-
Clippers
why-
go to 6, how
yeah,
the
why
hell are you
y'all
picking the
switching to
Clippers?
Because I'm saying they could. Clippers and Golden State could flip.
no, but he's
I'm
saying
saying,
if they
why does-
flip and they
why
get
does
to
it matter
6, why are
where
y'all
they're
picking the
at?
Clippers
You shouldn't pick
instead
the
of the
Clippers.
Because
Warriors?
Golden
They would beat the Kings.
I
I
just
Paul
need
George?
I don't think Golden State gonna beat the
man.
Suns.
Is he gone for the season?
Bro.
Because I don't think
Because
anybody.
they got the Kings and then they would probably
bent
play.
backwards. Y'all think he's
It's
coming back
bec-
for first round?
But remember, they probably would have to play the Lakers in the next
He's
round.
not. I
Wait,
talked
what's
to
your,
him,
what's your
he's
question, JG?
not.
If the Clippers drop to 6, why are you picking
Why are
the
you picking
Clippers?
them over the Warriors, Lakers, or Kings? Or the Grizzlies, actually.
I think. They
I
could
mean,
beat
yeah, if
them.
they switch, then they'll just be
I think they would beat the
yeah,
Kings.
be the Kings.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
would play the
like-
winner of the Grizzlies
I
and
feel
They
the
can
like
beat
the
the
Clippers
Kings.
can beat the Kings.
They-
Yeah,
Clippers
without
beat the
Paul
Kings.
George.
Well, we know
their-
that.
Their leader.
Do you think they could beat the Lakers?
If Paul George
In
comes
a-
back
in a
by
Yes.
then,
seven-game series.
Yes.
If
Yes.
Paul George
yes,
comes back by
yes,
then.
Yes.
Y'all really think
I'm looking at you.
in a 7-game series
I'm looking at
Yeah.
you.
they
Yes.
beat the Lakers?
I
Yes.
think so. No, I don't. They don't have a matchup for Anthony Davis.
They beat y'all
I will say
yesterday.
that. They did. They did stump y'all.
Without
Westbrook
PG.
had to shoot like his best game of the season.
And
Shooting
PG
jump shots.
PG ain't
Shooting
playing.
jump shots.
And PG ain't playing.
That's not happening.
And
in a
Paul
7-game
George is not
series.
playing.
Okay, but
We've
we're
seen
account-
Westbrook play for
Okay,
years
you can
now.
say
That's
that,
not-
but
We're
Paul
not-
George didn't play at all.
They're not really relying
Does
on
it
Westbrook.
matter if Paul George is there? or
Yes,
not?
it
We've
does.
seen that too.
It matters.
Okay.
It matters.
It doesn't
him
matter
where?
if Paul George is there or not.
You've seen him.
I knew you just
Have we
saw the
not seen
basketball
him?
right there. I knew you just saw the
In the
basketball.
playoffs, the last time Paul George was in the playoffs, did you see him?
Mind
Did
you,
you?
Are we not counting that playing game?
we're watching the Lakers game right now.
What play? The
Without
one
Devin
last
Booker,
year?
without Anthony.
What are you doing the player game? You don't even know what his
What's his
stats
name?
were.
DeAndre.
You just know that.
Yeah,
I
they-
don't think he played. To be honest with you.
Yeah, we're watching the Lakers play right now without Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant.
What's the issue? They're winning.
Aiden.
Is this a playoff
By
game?
1 point.
I'm sorry. I didn't notice the playoffs.
They can't beat them without nobody. LeBron and AD.
And we just
Yeah,
gonna use
this
regular
ain't the
season
playoffs,
as
but if
really-
you don't win, it,
How
you
do
might
we
not
determine
make
without the
playoffs.
regular season, Jalen? How do you determine what the playoffs look like without the regular season?
It's not. Like CC just said, it's not a guarantee. I'm in the playoffs. It's not.
Oh man, that's a good point too.
It's
Well,
not.
what do you?
I assume we was talking like we already in the playoffs.
Why are you doing that?
Because that's the.
They're winning one. They're winning one of those
You
two
asked
playing
me,
games.
Clippers versus the Lakers.
I didn't
means
ask you that.
What the fuck?
I didn't
All
ask you
right,
that.
y'all ready to wrap it up? Let's wrap it up.
They're winning one of those two playoff games.
It's a wrap it up.
Me playing
Wrap it
games.
up.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. This is the end of the episode. Thanks
This
for
has
watching.
been straight comedy, folks.
This is an episode.
This is
This
crazy.
might be our funniest one yet.
Yeah, this yeah.
Okay.
This nigga said Julius Randle in the second team.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in for our
We really gonna keep track of this.
pre-end of the season episode.
Wait, are we really?
We got one more after this.
I will
We
write
got
this
one more
down.
after this.
I promise.
So one
you.
time?
We got one more
Yeah,
after this.
yeah, pre-end of the season.
Know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you're right.
Pre-end. You know what? Whatever. Thank y'all.
Pre-post.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you get this opportunity.
Share
sure
it
you
with
share
your
too.
friends.
Oh, share it as well. You know what I'm saying? Watch them reels, y'all. And we'll check out. See y'all next time, man. Have a good Easter.
Stay tuned for the next.